Hello and welcome to Solidworks Station. My name is Stuart, and in today's tutorial we're going to look at the modification of one of the previous tutorials that I've done. Okay, so the way that this works on a CSWA exam is, first of all, it will ask you to produce quite a basic 3D model to start off with, and then from there it will ask you to produce some modifications of that particular part. It's a little similar to how it works in Model Mania as well. I don't know if you've seen any of the Model Manias before, but the way that works is very similar to this. You're given an engineering drawing to start with, and then once you've finished the initial engineering drawing, you're then given a second engineering drawing in order to update some parts and features. So if by the end of this tutorial you're struggling a little bit, or you find that you need more advice or support, then just drop a comment in the comment section below this video and I'll be more than happy to get in touch with you and provide that additional support that you may require in order to complete this particular part. Best of luck everyone, and let's get started. So what I'm noticing first about this update is that we have some modifications to make with our values of A, B and C. We did those in the first tutorial using global variables. We'll be doing the same in this tutorial. However, if you want to see the first tutorial, then please look on the Solidworks Station YouTube website, and it'll be under CSWA Sample Exam Question 6A. So you can download this as a PDF document as well. If you just go onto the Solidworks website and search for the CSWA Practice Examination or Sample Test, you can download this PDF. And in this PDF, you can see it gives you a breakdown of all the step-by-step guides to taking the exam. And then it goes into the questions. So there was the first one. This was part A that we looked at in a previous tutorial. And then this is part B, which is the modifications that we've got to make. So you can see in part A, for example, A was 81, B was 57, and C was 43. In the new part, we've got 86, 58, and 44. So that's the first thing that I'm going to do. I'm going to change my global variables using my equations in order to make those updates straight away. I can see some other changes as well that have been made. There's a cutout that's been made here. 19 is my value here, and 52 millimeters from this back surface is where this sits. There's another cutout that's happened here in this face. And all the changes that we need to make can be done quite easily on this particular example. Do be mindful that you're still using the same unit system, same decimal places, same part origin. We're still using the same material as last time with the same material density, and it's asking us again, once we've modified this part and by removing its material, what is the overall mass of the part. So let's go into SolidWorks and let's have a little go at this and see if we can get this sorted. So I'm in SolidWorks. The first thing I'm going to do is go into my equations. So you can see equations I've got here. I'm just going to right click on that and manage the equations. Now I'm just going to have a look at those values again. So we have 86, 58 and 44. So A, 86, we had 58 and 44. So 58 and 44. And we're going to press the OK button. Okay, so you can see that that's updated there. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to place in this cutout section here, 19 millimeters. Okay, let's just bring that up in PDF. So yeah, 19 millimeters here and 52 from this face here. So I'm going to sketch that on this face here, and sketch. I'll go to my top plane and normal 2. And I'm just going to pop in a corner rectangle here with this distance here being 19. And the distance from here to this back face, this needs to be 52. Then I'm going to go to Features, Extruded Cut, and personally I like to use up to surface, and then just click on my surface that I want to extrude up to. Okay, like so. Okay, the next thing that I need to take into consideration, I've just brought up the PDF here, is I need to take into consideration this back cutout here. So this is a back face. It shows me that this is 90 millimeters by, this is a side view, so it's 19 millimeters here where this has been cut out, so a 19 by 19 cutout. So I'm going to jump into SolidWorks here. I'm going to go into this back face here. Get used to using the right mouse button as well. If I use my right mouse button, just click that down and just move across, you get this selection wheel. Okay, so I can go to look at a particular face like so. Okay, so just get used to moving and looking at different faces. Okay, so there's a top face there, there's my back face. If you don't like using that, you can use a spacebar to have a look around your model, like so. So we're sketching on this one, so I'm going to click on this face here. In fact, I'm going to click on this face, normal 2, sketch. I'm going to sketch a corner rectangle, like so. Smart dimension this up, 19 by 19. There we go. And from there I can go Features, Extruded Cut. I'm going to cut again up to surface. I'm going to treat this as my surface here. Okay, and green tick. Perfect. Okay, the next step is to put in the circle that appears here. Okay, the next step is to put in this circle, which is the 14, 14 and the diameter 11. So, okay, the next step is to put in this diameter 11 hole that goes through all and is situated on this face here, 14 in from the back face and 14 down from the top edge. So let's go ahead and put that in. So I'm going to click on the surface, normal 2, sketch a circle, smart dimension that up at 11 and position it 14 mil and 14 mil down, like so. And I'm going to go Features, Extruded Cut, and again I'm going to choose up to surface and green tick. I can do Control 7 on my keyboard now for a nice isometric view of that. Okay, the next thing that we need to look at is this swept section here that's been cut out. We know from these drawings that it's got a radius of 41 up to this point here. From where it ends and intersects the part up to the top is 36, and it starts 12 millimeters from the back face. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to click on this face and sketch on it. However, I'm going to view it from this face. So I'm going to click on this face and do Control and 8. and I'm going to start off with a circle, and I'm just going to sketch a circle from where that point was roughly, okay, about here. Okay, so about here, I'm just going to sketch that circle out like so. From here, I'm going to make this point here and this line coincident relation, and then I'm going to convert the entities of these lines, holding down Control just to pick those up, and green tick. Okay, and then I'm going to trim away what I don't need. I don't think it's picked those up, so convert entities. Green tick. Looks a bit better. Trim entities now. Just trim away what I don't need. There we go. Okay, from here what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a smart dimension for this, and this was 41 mil. Okay, so I'm going to put in 41 and green tick, and I know that this edge here to this point, oh sorry, to the top here was 36 and green tick. So you can see my sketch here on the back. What I'm going to do now is go Features, Extruded Cut, pick my contour, change to offset, and we're going to offset that by 12 mil and reverse the direction. So this bit here now is this bit. Okay, so we sketched on this bit, however we've offset that cut by 12 mil. We're now going to do a blind cut by 24. So change this to 24, which should give us C minus 24 minus 12 should give us 8 millimeters here, and we can do a check on that right at the end. So green tick, that's what we've got. Let's do our check, evaluate, measure. This line should be 8 mil. There we go, 8 millimeters. All that's left to do now is get the mass of this. So we're going to go into the evaluate tab still, go to mass properties and check that our mass is right. I've got 628.18 grams, which is the answer that they were looking for on the examination. That concludes this video tutorial from Solidworks Station. Thank you very much for listening. I hope it's helped, and I hope you feel a little bit more confident into going into the examination. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you're new to the channel or watching for the first time, then you can always give a big thumbs up if you're enjoying the content that's being produced. Thanks very much everyone, thank you for your support, and see you all soon. Goodbye.